Hello, and welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Naomi, the Brickanista, and here in Seattle, Washington. And today is November 4th, and it's Thrifty Thursday. And it's hard to believe that already it's November. As you know, with the holidays and everything, it's just going to get even more intense. And I've been streaming on Twitch since September, but I started in YouTube. I should say I restarted on YouTube back in December to do more Lego content. As you probably could tell, that I have done some stop motion animation in the past, so this account has been live for a little bit, but I really didn't get serious until September when I started streaming on Twitch, and then I started moving some of my content onto YouTube, and Thrifty Thursday is one of those. And what I like to do on Thrifty Thursday is I focus on Lego sets that are under $20, because as many of you know, there's a lot of amazing sets that are dropping this month. Some of you have probably heard of Home Alone, the big modular set that has the walls opening up from the front, which is a game changer, honestly. I hope they keep that format for some of the future modulars that they may be developing. And technically this isn't a modular, it's an ideas set, but the fact that they took a pretty large modular type of home and they put that kind of play feature in the front, that to me is a game changer. I do have, as you can probably see, actually if my logo wasn't in the way, I do have the Parisian restaurant as one of the modulars that I have. I'm hoping to get the bookshop sometime soon. And if I do get that, I'll probably build it on stream sometime. But yeah, and most of the modulars that I've done have been my own, because yesterday, as you know, I was working on what I call reworks and retrofits. So I took one of my modulars that I'm working on, which is the noodle shop on top of the noodle shop with the dojo on top, and we put the Pigsy's noodle bowl on top of that. So yeah, been doing a lot of different kinds of work that way, and it's been a lot of fun. I will say that this today, what I'm doing is a little bit different, because normally I will pick one set that is under $20 and focus on that one set. But this to me is really a pair, and each one individually would count for Thrifty Thursday as far as being under $20, but they really are a set to me. So one of them is the Tulips. And the other thing I should mention, these are Lego exclusives. So you can only get them, supposedly, though I think I may have seen them on a Target website, is that because they're exclusives, that you should only be able to get them at a Lego store or on the Lego.com site. Hey Lena, how's it going? Great to see you. And the other one is the roses. Now, I'm super excited about this because it has been so hard to get the roses in the store. Every time I go in there, I ask, do you have any roses in? And they said, no, we don't. So they finally, my local store finally got the roses in. So as you can see, I picked one of those up. We'll be working on that today. And I was looking online, and they're still back ordered. So if you really want to get these rose sets, you probably need to check with your local store if you have one close by, because these were released right around Valentine's Day. And we were talking about this before, that Lego made all these announcements for the floral bouquets and the roses and the tulips and all of these cool things for the spring, but manufacturing couldn't keep up with demand. And just trying to get these sets was hard. And already it's November, and I finally got a rose set. So I was so excited, I figured, Thrifty Thursday, why don't we work on some flowers? And that's what we're going to do today. I think these should go fairly quickly, because the tulips, it's 111 pieces. This retails for $9.99. And then this one is 120 pieces for the roses, and this retails for $12.99. So technically you can't get both of them together for under 20 bucks, unless maybe if you got them on a discount for a full day or something like that. But I still think building them together makes a lot of sense. They seem to have thorns. So actually they do have thorns. I don't know if you could see the photo, but yeah, they do have thorns in there. So they tried to make these as accurate as possible. And I do have the bouquet, and they have peonies on the bouquet as far as I can tell, but I don't think they have the roses. So these will make a nice complement to the existing bouquet I have, though I'm thinking that these might have to go into another type of vase. Or maybe I need to make a vase. I think they missed an opportunity there with Lego, is that both the bouquet and the flowers don't have an option to buy a vase to go with it. It was kind of like you have to make your own vase, or you got to find a regular in real life vase and put those all together. So Lego, missed opportunity. Just saying, if you're going to come out with flowers, you probably want to come up with a vase too. You got the clear pieces. I've seen many AFOLs put out different kinds of designs for that. So just saying, if you really want to take it up to the next level, maybe that's wave 2. But I really like these, so I'm super excited to be building this. I think I'm going to start with the tulips first, because these tulips, let me go ahead and move to my down camera. There are 3 colors. Oh no! Oh no, my down camera stopped working. Oh, I hate when that happens. Why is that happening? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Always the best laid plans. Best laid plans, and then they don't come to fruition. I might have to build them without a down camera. I don't want to do that. I want to build it with a down camera. That's what this is all about. But if you've seen me stream before, you know that the best laid plans don't always pan out. I've had plenty of disruptions, plenty of times where technology has not come through, whether it is my internet has crashed. Oh, those are fun. That's always fun when you're hosting something and then all of a sudden your internet crashes. But hey, it makes sense that the roses would have thorns. Yeah. It would. So maybe that's why we saved that for later. Okay, here we go. So now let me show you my down camera. So what's cool about this is that it has a white, a lavender. As you know, I'm big into lavender, as well as Debo, and then yellow. And so those are complementary colors. If you were to look at a color wheel, you'd know that yellow and purple are complementary on the color wheel. And so I think it's a nice complement of colors. It looks like there's 3 that you get to build in here. Super nice. And then the other thing, just like with the roses, you have these long stems that you're going to get as well to put together with this. And unlike the thorns, or unlike the roses, you won't have thorns in here, but there's some cross promotion here with the roses. So as I mentioned, it seems like roses and tulips, if you're going to build one, you probably should build the other. And you can see that I'm doing this for you and for myself. I mean, I'll be honest. I've been holding on to these tulips for a while because it's easy to get the tulips. The roses seem to sell out every time I've gone to the store. So just getting them in stock, and like I said, they're back ordered on the website. I don't think Lego had anticipated how popular these are going to be. These are adorable. Yeah, I think they're adorable too. And like I said, this is a nice little gift. And if you ever saw Lego's ad, they had an ad where they had 3 couples who were going on a date for the first time. Zach Martinez, how's it going? Happy Thursday. Yeah, happy Thursday. So we are building this set first, the tulips. And as I mentioned, this is $9.99. It's 111 pieces, and it's fairly easy to get. The other set is the roses, which is underneath here, which is 120 pieces, and this is very hard to get. It has taken me so long to get this set. So I've been so excited to see when my store finally got this. And I've been waiting to do this Thrifty Thursday stream because I've had the tulips for probably 2 months, I'd say. And every time I go to the Lego store, it's like, do you have the roses yet? And they go, no, we haven't gotten the roses. So if you go to your Lego store, I know, Zach, you're not close to one, but if you go to your Lego store and you find that they have roses in stock, just grab them, because this is an exclusive. These tulip and these rose sets. So if you're gonna get them soon. And roses would be nice too for the holidays, you know, with the bright red color and everything. And as you can see, we have those complementary colors of the lavender and the white and the yellow. And just the color palette alone, just looking at this from a kind of a bird's eye view, you can tell that this is going to be super nice. And you know that butter yellow is not my favorite color. But in this instance, it really works. Because you can see it's a subtle yellow. In fact, let me zoom in a little bit here. Alright, so you can see that this butter yellow actually works really well with this medium lavender color. You're actually planning to go this weekend? Yes, look for these, because like I said, if you go on the website, you can't get them and they're exclusive. So you can't really, well, supposedly I saw on the website, if you look for roses on Google, supposedly Walmart has them for like $28. It's like they're only a $12.99 set. Why would you pay that much unless you really want to get it and you can't get it from Lego? So I don't understand the pricing. I don't understand why certain sets are, supposedly this is an exclusive. So you should only be able to get it from the Lego site. And that's why some of my Thrifty Thursday episodes, for example, when I did the trophy is an exclusive. The birthday cake is an exclusive. So some of those sets you can only get from the Lego.com site or from a Lego store. So yeah, if you're gonna go, that's awesome. Don't just grab them, pay for them too. Oh, of course you're gonna pay for them as well as grab them. So yes, Lena, always the comedian. You are always the comedian. All right, so we're starting, it looks like, with, I think, the stems. And, oh, maybe not. So as a parts pack, you can tell these 2x2 wraparound snot bricks, those are always useful for something that you want to have, you know, 3 dimensions going all the way around. And of course, it's 3-dimensional, but sometimes when you're building a mock, that the mock might only be seen from one side. And that's one thing that when you plan for a convention, I found that looking at your mock from multiple sides is important, because the attendees are going to be walking around and they may see that from the back side. And one example of that is, you may remember when I was working on Lavender City, that the micro city, when I built that tower, it had all of those the bushings that were visible on the back side of the tower. So I was working really hard to cover those up, because I knew if you go to a convention, people are going to see that. Walmart has a scalper problem. People order stuff and flip them on Walmart. How is that possible? Because doesn't Walmart own that website? I mean, it's weird, because Walmart is known for low prices, but they're able to sell this kit for more than twice the value when you buy it directly from Lego. So like I said, if you're going to be at a Lego store, it's worth checking these out. And these pieces too, I mean, these slopes, these are really nice. And look at how beautiful this makes this tulip. It's a really simple design, but so effective. And like I said, the tulips are easy to come by. I have not had a problem finding the tulip sets, and they're only $9.99. That's the other thing that's cool. You have the botanical bouquet. Yeah, and you love it. Exactly. Yeah, and then these could be added as extras as well. You're absolutely right. Okay, so let's see. We've done this. And, okay, this is interesting. I think that they want us to work on the yellow one now. I guess we're working on each of the buds first. Yeah. See, this is what's weird is that, okay, see how it says step number 7? And then it goes to step number 1. So I guess if you had a family, you could have each one of them working on a different bud at the same time. The only problem is you would have to tear that instruction booklet apart. It doesn't come with 3 instruction booklets, but it looks like they're having you build each of the buds separately and they renumber each one, which is a little odd. I mean, I've built a couple of these, and to have the numbering start from 1 again in the middle of the book, that's a little weird. Oh, Cornado's here! Hey, how are you? Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I know. We were just talking about how Lego has these flower sets, which are exclusive. But if you go onto a Walmart site, the roses are selling for like $22 or $25, more than twice. So I should say $26 or $28. So it's kind of like, how is that possible? They're supposed to be, you know, the low-cost leader, or, you know, one of those phrases that they say. Was it the price buster or something? Yeah, so we were just talking about how the tulips are widely available right now. You can pretty much go to any store or get them online from the Lego site, but the roses are so hard to find. So when I saw them finally at my local Lego store, I got a set, and I've been waiting to build this because I wanted to build the tulips and the this together. Hope you're all well. Yes, I think we are. I'm glad to see you're feeling better. That's awesome. Yeah. There's a third-party seller on the Walmart site. Oh, similar to what Amazon does. I did not know that. So that's, look, the top view, that's really pretty, having those. And then the side view. And, you know, if you have these pieces already at home, you could easily build this. In fact, that's something, since Cornado's online, we were talking about the tuk-tuk. And we built the tuk-tuk based on his recommendation because the parts are easy parts that you can get. And once again, they're starting from step number 1 for the purple or the lavender tulip, which I think is kind of weird because it's all in one set. But I guess they just want to say, you know, if you want to build them separately, you can build them separately. And it's a pretty easy pattern. But yeah, so if we wanted to, you could easily build these at home. If you have, I think this is probably one of the harder parts to get, is these wraparound 2x2 snot bricks. But you know, the other parts, those are just 2x2 plates, a 2x2 jumper here, one of those spiky grass pieces to go on top, and then you have 2x2, or I'm sorry, 1x2 slopes. Now getting these in lavender though, Debo would be all over this because he's big into lavender. And as you know, I like lavender as well with black. So I like lavender. It's great. You found a Walmart not too far that recently acquired a lot of the Lego idea sets? Really? Wow. Pirates of Barracuda Bay, the police station, and the old gingerbread house? Wow, the old gingerbread house. They must have had that like hidden in a warehouse somewhere, because those haven't been on the market for a long time. Yeah, you're keeping your eye on them. Yeah, that's good. See, I don't like going into the big box stores. I very rarely do. I like shopping with Target because I can do it all online and they bring it to your car. I don't actually have to go into the store. But yeah, now that I've been vaccinated though, I'm maybe a little bit more adventurous, especially when I had to help my brother out. So he would give me a shopping list of things and he'd say, well, Mom will go into the store. Why don't you give it to her? It's like, so he shamed me into going into the store for him. But of course, he's my brother. I would do that for him. So you can see the top view. It looks, you know, really super nice. And then here's a side view of the 3 tulips. Super sweet. Very sweet little build. And $9.99 too. I mean, there's some really cool parts in here. You love watching people discover the tuk-tuk on Instagram? Yeah, for $9.99, that's a great deal. Everyone's like, gonna buy this little build. I love it. Well, I probably should put the tuk-tuk on my list, because I don't think I've built it on my Thrifty Thursday yet, because they haven't been at the store. Similar to the roses, they haven't been at the store. But does your Lego store have a discounted section? Yes, in fact, I have the Stranger Things upside down that I got. They charged me full price, but they gave me extra points. That's how they worked that one out. And I was almost gonna build it for the Halloween, but then I saw, I think 5 other streamers were doing the same thing. So that's why I went the bonsai route based on Joel's recommendation. So this is weird. Okay, so remember how the other sections, they did 1 through 7 3 times? This one they said, okay, we're gonna go with 8 now. So it's kind of like, okay, we will start with number 8, and you get a ton of these. So if you're looking for a bunch of these in a parts pack, this is only $9.99 for this. So you can load up on those, and you get a bunch of these axles too. So this one's going to use the gray axle for this, and we're just going to build out a long stem, and it looks like we do this 4 times with the red ones. So you get a ton of these red axles, and you just get to build this out. Yeah, I think, like I said, these little kits, people overlook them because they think, oh, what can I get for $10, right? It's like, you could get a really nice parts pack. So you can see, I'm just counting this, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So you got 4 plus the original one, and I might have to go for a wider shot. Let me go for a little wider shot. And since we have to do 3 of these, I'm gonna go ahead and set this down and do 3 of these. Get them all out of the way. Like I said, this is gonna be a cute little fun stream because they're flowers. But once again, Lego missed an opportunity because they did not make vases. It's like, how could you have all these flowers? You should also make a vase. That way you have something to put the flowers in. Like, how hard is that? I don't know. I've mentioned that several times on this show about missed opportunities in various things, but I don't work for Lego, clearly, because I would give them suggestions like that. It's kind of like, you know what, this is a great idea. You know, flowers for Valentine's Day, for Mother's Day, for, you know, if you have a special date with somebody, because that's what they did for an ad where they put the botanical set together or the bonsai tree. And it's kind of like, you know, you're missing something here. Where are they going to put these once they're done? You know, they could build a vase together. Imagine that. Like I said, I wasn't consulted on this project. So, not that they would consult me. I mean, who am I, right? So, to be honest, Zach, it was hard to find. Yes, it was very hard to find the tuk-tuk for a long, long time. So that's another reason why we ended up doing that on our show. It was me, Cornado, Aubrey. I think there was one more person, if I remember right. Maybe Debo. But so this is nice because you have also this part, which you don't find too often in green. This lime green. You glad you didn't splurge on the haunted house? or the H Home Alone house. Oh, because you want to instead buy the new Modular Hotel. Yes, yes, the Modular Hotel. I was thinking about you with that because I know you're big into modulars, and that. Oh, this is interesting. So you see that spins around there. Okay, so they want a free spinning thing. Yeah, because you bought that bugle, the Daily Bugle set. So I thought, okay, that's got Cornado written on it. He's gonna get that hotel. Yeah. I mean, there's so many good sets out there. It's kind of like, how do you choose, right? And that's why there's usually something that'll appeal for everybody. So, for example, okay, for those of you who missed it, on A-Full Day, I pulled the trigger on the typewriter. I saw it, and they said it counted for the discount, which normally those larger sets don't count, which I was really surprised about, is that they said, yeah, there's certain sets you can get with the discount. And I said, okay, typewriter's on the list. I've been eyeing that for a while. That one, as well as the piano, the grand piano, but the grand piano is a little too rich for my blood, so I said I'm going to hold off on the grand piano, but I think I could definitely work on that on the typewriter. So I'm going to save that for now because I'm not sure when I'm going to stream that, because it's also Technic, and you saw what a disaster it was when I did Technic. When I did that small set, I was off by 1 pin on step 3 and it ruined the whole thing. P.T. McEwen's here. Hey, I see flowers. Yes, yes, we are doing, right now we are working on this Tulips set, which is a Lego exclusive, and it's $9.99, and it has 111 pieces. So a lot of these special, one of the pieces that I really think is cool is this one, the axle with the 2 pins, or the Technic holes, 4 pins. That you don't get in this color. You got the piano? Oh, okay, I'm feeling left out there. What is it? Was it? FOMO. I'm feeling FOMO. Fear of missing out on that. Yeah. I don't know. Someday. That's kind of like on my wish list. But I'm that and the sea cow and some other things. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, we are working on this, and we have just built step number 13. Because the weirdness about this set, I was mentioning this for those of you who just joined, is that for the flowers, they do 1 through 7 for each of the flowers. So they repeat themselves 1 through 7. And then when they get to this, they say, okay, we'll be step number 8. Instead of starting from step number 1 for that. Your friend gave you the piano? Are you freaking kidding me? OMG, that is a nice friend. Wow. 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 Oh my goodness. That is like a $350 set. It's like, wow. Okay, so we did one of these. It looks like we have to do all 3 of them like this. Based on, I think, 3 times. Yep, we're going to do everything like that. So we're going to do this. Do this. Oops. This in here. Wow. Wow, that's a super nice friend. Where do I find friends like that? Actually, no, that's really cool. Actually, my mom has been very generous to me. So she's a super fan, as you can imagine. Though she has been curious about why I'm so into Lego. I think she'll understand later. I think she doesn't understand how, there's a lot of value in these sets. So, oops. Doc Samson's here. A farewell gift. Uh-oh. It wasn't from a paramour, was it? It's like, I think we should be friends. Here, take this piano. It was nice knowing you, but, I think we need to, I wish that would have happened with my last relationship. It's like, hey, Okay, I get it. You don't want to be with me anymore. That's fine. Why don't you give me a piano? That would be nice. A farewell gift, hopefully for your company or something. Lego and art engineers creativity. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like I said, I said that in jest. I'm sure it wasn't a breakup gift. It was one of those. I did hear about somebody who did that though, and I think if I remember right, this guy who I used to work with way back when, he was dating this girl for a while, and then she decided that it wasn't right for them, and they were going to break up. So she gave him a blender. It was like, I'm so sorry that I got to break up with you. So here, have a blender. It was kind of like, who does that? Who does that? It's like the stupidest thing. Yeah, I guess it made her feel better that she was giving him an appliance. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, truth is stranger than fiction. I couldn't make that up. Max is here. How's it going, Max? Yeah, I know. It's what's Thrifty? Thrifty is these. This is an exclusive, the Tulips set. It's $9.99, 111 pieces. It's exclusive to Lego, and I know that Max is in Minneapolis, so he has access to this mega store over there in the Mall of America, so I'm sure you can get it. To ease the guilt, right? Here's a blender. I know, it just seems awfully weird to give somebody a blender when you're gonna break up with them. You know, here's an appliance. Here, have this. Like I said, I just thought it was super stupid. Super stupid and very, very strange. So I don't know. Like I said, for me, I was just like, she did what? She gave you a blender? Who does that? But like I said, it makes for great entertainment for a stream later. So what you missed, oh, Taro, how are you, Taro? We were talking about how PT got a gift of the piano, right? The Lego piano he got as a gift, as a going away gift for, I guess, work. And I talked about how this one woman who had dated this guy I worked with, she broke up with him and gave him a blender. It was like, yeah, I'm sorry we can't be together again, but here, I bought this for you. I thought you would like it. It's like, who does that? I don't know, that just seems awfully weird. And like someone said, maybe to alleviate the guilt or something. Alright, so we made 3 stems, and then here are the 3 flowers. So you can see from the top view how cute they are. And then as a parts pack, really nice these slopes that you have. And you know, you get the spiky grass in brown. Maybe it was something missing in the relationship. It's like, maybe they weren't blending, right? It's like, will it blend? No, so here's a blender for you. Yeah, like I said, I can't make this stuff up. I should reach out to him and ask him if he still has that blender. Did you end up donating that blender or not? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I mess up? Looks like I put one of these pieces in place of that, I think. So where did I do that? I think we can line these up and figure out the lengths, right? No, they're all the same size. Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do? Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. It's mine. But they're all the same size, right? Oh, wait. This one's a little shorter. Okay, so where's the little one? Yeah, I can take a look. Aha! There's the little one. There it is. Got you. We got you now. Shock. What's that? Shock the dinkle? It's like, I don't know how to grow it so it ended up dying. Oh, shock the drinks. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to trying to figure that out. Okay, so I found the missing piece. So you got 3 of those little guys. And then these go on the top. Though I guess it really probably doesn't matter, because if you want variety, because when you look at a bouquet, they're not all the same length, usually. Though I guess with tulips it might be similar. You got the kids, half the house, and $90 a week in child support. Last time someone broke up with me. Okay, yeah. Well, at least you got something. Maybe you'll get a blender. I'm gonna have to reach out to him, and I'm gonna have to say, I know you haven't heard from me in several decades, but you came up in one of my streams because we were talking about strange breakup gifts, and I remember that you got this gift from your ex, and I was just curious if you still have that gift. He was a super nice guy too. So that, yeah, she was a little odd. Like I said. Here's a blender. Who does that? Though I guess it would be kind of nice. At least you have something of value. I think getting the kids, though, is probably your best gift. You lucked out on that one. Not a lot of people, a lot of people have shared custody and such, but for you to get the kids, that's huge. That's huge. Oops. Alright, I'm just noticing you have to kind of push this in until it clicks, and then it's secure. But I think we just finished our little tulips. So you can see, and once again, Lego missed an opportunity here, because where are you going to put these once you're done? You should have had a vase that they could build as well, like an add-on, right? Sounds like a W to me. Yeah, I agree. All right, so I'm going to do this. I have this cup handy. I have a few pieces in there, but yeah, that works. So we're going to put this into a pick-a-brick cup, since my other vase is in use, because my bouquet is in my regular vase. So we're going to use a pick-a-brick cup for our vase for our tulips here. 100%, yeah, technically it's shared custody, but they live with me full time. Well, that's good. Couldn't have made it without them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my brother has a similar situation, but yeah, that's huge. Having your kids available to you. Though he has more of a shared custody situation, so where they go back and forth. Okay, any questions about that? So as I mentioned, I love the color palette. This, lavender with the butter yellow and the white for the 3 tulips. And they do fit perfectly, lengthwise, into one of these pick-a-brick cups. So if you're gonna do this, you may want to have a tall pick-a-brick cup handy. Because, like I said, missed opportunity there, Lego. You should have had a vase, too. I would have bought it. I would have bought it together with these. Yep, a pick-a-brick cup is perfect. Exactly. We're geeks. If I empty it, I wonder if it fits in a small one. Do I have a small one handy? I don't think I do. Let me check. Nope. Sorry, I don't have a small one handy. Good question, Zach. Makes you wonder what receiving a toaster lands you on the breakup scale. Speaking of toasters, so I have this toaster oven that I've had for probably 30 years. I know that sounds crazy, but that toaster oven has been with me a long time. And I noticed the other day it was sparking in the back. So I think it's time for me to get a new toaster oven. But it's like, I don't know. I get sentimental about appliances. So I didn't want to give this away, and I felt bad. I said, I feel bad that, your you're reaching your end of life. Okay, I'm looking for my scissors. What did I do with my scissors? I had them earlier. Oh well. I'm not going to keep this box anyway, so I think we'll just... But as you know... Oh, by the way, did you know Lego is asking AFOLs if they like to travel to help them design travel kits? And I've been talking about this on my stream for a while, that if you build these like a tray, you can travel with these. So here's your travel kit, Lego. Look at your own kits that you have already and market them as things you could travel with. Because can you imagine if they had these at the airport? If you had the rose kits at the airport, you could get on the plane, you could build it while you're on the plane, you get off of the plane, you meet your paramour, and you give them a fully built Lego set that has roses in it. How cool would that be, right? Though the demand for these roses is already pretty high, so maybe that's why they're not doing it. But I think this rose set and the tulip set would be perfect for airports. If you're listening, Lego. Travel kits, yes. I will forward you this. I saw it on the Women's Brick Initiative that Lego is looking for AFOLs who have a design flair to come up with travel kits that, you know, it's like, do you like to travel? Do you like doing this? Then maybe you might want to be part of this design team that we're looking at different kits for travel. Yeah. You need some kind of zip bag. Yes, exactly. But you could package this. It's already done, and it's $12.99 already. The price point is perfect. You know, and you package this into a box or a zip bag or something, so then that way you could travel with it. And how perfect would a rose be, right? Anyway, I'm not sure if Lego even watches my streams. Clearly they don't. Otherwise, they might actually get some good ideas from this. But yeah, so once again, they tell people, here's a tip, Lego. Stop putting this push tab on your boxes and start training people to open it like this, like a tray. Imagine you're on the plane. You open it like a tray. You open it here. You put the pieces in the box. You know? Hey, Yin Yang, how's it going? I'm just being a little snarky today. How are you? See you on the LAN? I don't know. I don't know yet. I will know November 15th. That's when they said, though. So for those of you who don't know, LAN is the Lego Ambassador Network. And I put in an application as a recognized Lego fan media site. And they won't let us know until, you know, the 15th. So I've been giving suggestions to Lego on my streams. And maybe if they listen, so here, you already got 2 tips, Lego. Make a vase. So then that way we don't have to put our tulips in a pick-a-brick cup. That's number 1. Number 2, go ahead and market these small kits and don't put the push tab here. Teach people how to open them like a tray, and then you could put them and build them on the plane like this. Okay. See, I don't even get paid to say that. There is a travel AFOL? Oh, a travel ad. Yeah, it's a travel ad, exactly. You know, maybe I should just do that. I could just do a spoof. Say, are you looking for the perfect gift for your loved one before you get on a plane? You know, here, buy a Lego set. Buy a Lego set. And all you have to do is build it on a tray while you're on the plane. The thing is with that, you would need to get like an air show. Here's a really great tip. By the way, if you haven't been to an air show, I've only been to one once, but I had so much fun. Because what they do is they have all of these planes that are just parked at an airport, and you get to go onto the planes and check them out. And then there's seminars and everything, and it wasn't that expensive. It was like $100 for the day. And I got to sit on a G650 jet. And that's like one of my, what is it, a dream of mine to be able to fly in one of those. Oh, okay, there's only 2 of these. Never mind. I was looking for more because there's 4 of these, so I thought that there were 2 more. Never mind. I should pay attention to these instructions. So if you wanted to do some filming, I should see if the Seattle airport or one of the smaller airports in this area, maybe the Everett airport, if they have any of these planes that are like just parked and willing to be filmed, because that would be easy to do. You know, you have somebody dressed in a business suit, you have them walk through the airport, you got a scene of them looking at a Lego kit and staring at it, going, you know, shaking their head, going, yeah, this is a good idea. I could write the script for this and just say, you don't need to design new kits. Look at your price points for these smaller kits and just teach people how to open them as trays. You know, that's all you got to do. You know, you don't have to spend more money on marketing. Just repackage these. Repackage these for the travel market. Yeah, exactly. Then that way they will, you know, be able to just go ahead and sell these, repackage them, like you said, Ziploc bag, or you put the Ziploc bag as an add-on and add a couple dollars to the price point. Make it a $20 set instead of a $12.99 set. So, I don't know, it depends on, you know, how much people are willing to pay. Because sometimes when the price point is too low, people think that it isn't that valuable. So you have that problem too. But, yeah. So once again, this is a cool parts pack because you can see you've got these dark red up brackets that come in this, which is super cool. And it looks like we're using these small slopes instead of the bigger slopes that we had for the other one. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to have to do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send in my application for this travel thing and just say, you know, I'm not a designer, but here's some advice. Just take your existing sets, and I could go through my Thrifty Thursday episodes and just say, check this out. You open it like a tray. Just stop training people with the push tabs, and you can make these travel kits. That's all it is repackaging. It's a pretty good idea. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Like, I don't know if Lego would be listening, though. See, that's the thing, is that sometimes I'm reading this book right now. It's called How Habits, I think, Can Change Your Life. You know, how different habits. And they were talking about Alcoa, that the CEO of Alcoa, he made safety a priority. And by changing the way people think, and all of a sudden safety was a big importance, that they started looking around at existing opportunities. And that's kind of like what they need to do. Nightline. You gotta take off. Good night, Al, or good night, Lena. It's good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Okay, I think now that I'm talking out loud and you are all encouraging me, I'm going to go ahead and apply and say, look, I'm not a designer, but I can give you some advice on product packaging. So why don't you just do this? You know, here are, you know, 10 sets that you can take right now and just repackage them for travelers. And then if you do it that way, then they can build it while they're on the plane. And then when they get off the plane, like this rose. I mean, talk about perfect, right? If this was all in that little box, in that tray, you know, there's no added expense except for changing how people behave. And that's what this book is about. We're talking about changing behaviors through changing habits. And the author's name... last name is Duhigg, D-U-H-I-G-G. It's just a fascinating study. And this wasn't a book I was looking for. It just kind of popped out at me at one of the bookstores, and I said, that looks really cool, and I've really enjoyed it. You were raised Tabor? you'll be a tabber. Okay, I have no idea what that is. So what is a tabber? Tell me what a tabber is. Okay, so looks like we put in a 2x2 jumper in here. We have therapy to change from tabbed to box tray. Oh, okay, I get it. A tabber is meaning you open all your boxes using the push tab. Exactly. See, we got to change how you behave. And if they take the tab off and they put like an instruction about how to open it like a tray, and they just start doing ads about that, they don't have to come up with new products. Just teach people how to do it in a different way. Sorry, I didn't understand what a tabber was. Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little slow. I'm a slow builder and I'm slow in the uptake sometimes. So anyway. Oh, this is cool. You also get these lime green Travis bricks. So those are really cool. And this is really simple because all you have to do is you put that in the middle. Yeah, I'll look that up. I saw it on the Women's Brick Initiative that they're looking for designers who like to travel and coming up with new sets or ideas for travel. So I think what I'll do is I'll put it in and I'll say, hey, I saw your ad. I don't really travel, or I'm not a product designer. Okay, what's happening here? Why is this not fitting? Am I not putting this in right? Or did I put it in the wrong way? Hold up. What did I do? It's like I'm looking at this going, I'm talking too much. Maybe I need to, let's see if this fits in here. Okay. I guess it needs to go in kind of by the corner. Hold up. This is what happens when I talk too much. And people have told me I do talk too much, so I'm trying to be better at it, but it's what I do. I'm a streamer. I talk. It's what I do. Okay, so you can see that looks beautiful. That looks amazing. I mean, look at that little bud right there. We haven't even done the outer leaves yet. Yeah, so going back to Lego, like I said, I've given them 2 ideas right here. You know, just take your flowers. If you're serious about bouquets and flowers, you gotta have vases. They need some place to go. Pick-a-brick cups just don't cut it. I mean, they're practical because they'll hold them, but they're not very aesthetic. So just saying, Lego. Are you listening? I don't know. So PT asking if I'm on the land yet. I was like, I don't know. I'm not even sure what they're looking for, honestly. I mean, if they're just looking for somebody to toe the line, I may not be the best choice. But if they're looking for somebody to give them an honest opinion and some suggestions on what they can do to improve the company, yeah, I think I'd be a good choice. So there we go. We got that little inside bud again, and now I know it's got to go in kind of diagonally. There, I think. Though I will say the instructions should probably have that go in first, but because this is, it doesn't seem right. What's going on here? Oops. Uh-oh. Something just dropped. Alright, I guess, is that correct? Did it go all the way through? Is that, no, it doesn't seem right. I still think it's not settling in properly. Alright, let's look at this. Alright. Here's the jumper. Like I said, I think it needs to have like one of these. Yeah, at least for me, I had to take that off in order for it to sit properly, because there's just the tolerance here on the interior is really, really tight. By the way, PT, yesterday was the 18th anniversary of the first day of at my restaurant. Wow, you should be executive PV of product design. Are you talking about me, or are you talking about Max? You bought these roses for your mom for her birthday? Aww, that is so sweet. See, I don't know if my mom would appreciate this. She would have probably told me, how come you didn't build this for me and give it to me already built? You know I don't build Lego. That's probably what my mom would say. Which, once again, going back to, if you're getting ready to get on a plane and you think you're going to have a couple hours to kill, you buy one of these sets, put that in that tray. It's already a travel kit. You just got to train people not to be tabbers anymore. Okay, so now, okay, this is cool. All right, so now it looks like we're going to get these car hoods, and these car hoods are going to get these clips, 1x2 with clip, which I think goes here. Or does it go on the other side? I think they go here. It's hard to tell here. It looks like it goes on the underside based on I'm just knocking everything over right now. Okay, hopefully all my pieces are intact. All right, I'm gonna say it's underneath. No and no. You did build half of them. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, like I said, my mom would be like, I don't build Lego. Why did you give this to me? That's probably how she would phrase it. So it's like, I don't know why you gave this to me. I don't build Lego. That's your thing. Like, thanks, Mom. Yeah. No, my mom is super sweet. She definitely is one of the reasons why I think I have an appreciation for aesthetic things. Share on Sort Lug. A micro build of the restaurant to celebrate. Oh, yeah, Micropolis build. That's a good idea. Yeah, I think that anytime you can celebrate an accomplishment like that, that's, I mean, as you mentioned on one of our calls, being in the restaurant field, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, and it's hard work too. I did an internship at a restaurant, and oh my God, having to be on your feet for so long, even with those rubberized mats to, cushion, it was hard. It was really hard. And it was a 5-star restaurant too. It was nice. It was the Farrington Village, the restaurant there at the Farrington Village in North Carolina. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them or not. But yeah, it was a nice place, but that's hard work. And I worked with the pastry chef, so we were the last to leave, right? Because all what they call campers, people who stay at the restaurant and just kind of yak and socialize, we called them campers. I don't know if you do that too, but I just want to make sure this is all on the same ring. I believe it is. Okay, so we're gonna roll with that. 18 years is a huge milestone. Yeah, it's a huge milestone for any company, but the restaurant business is even more so. So look at that. That is beautiful. Gorgeous. Very, very sweet. Look at that. That is so nice. And really the piece that makes this is this steering wheel kind of piece. I don't know if it's a steering wheel or not. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it a forest green steering wheel, is being able to do that. That's a really good idea. Yeah, you're totally the Micropolis dude that you should do that. Okay, so we got this red axle. going into the bottom. Yeah, this is a really nice set. I mean, like I said, and they're hard to come by. So I know that Zach Martinez was talking about going, those are all car parts. Yeah, yeah, exactly. They're car hoods. And these are steering wheels, right? So just really interesting that they did that. Okay, so I think we're doing the same thing again on the next one, on the exterior. And it's hard to tell. It looks like they have them off, maybe off center a little bit. Not directly over this though. Okay, I'm not sure what they're doing here. So I think maybe just to cover up these. I'm not sure. I'm gonna roll with that. I can always change it later if I need to. Yeah, but the clips, the 1x2 clips in red, that's really sweet. Those, all these car hoods. If you're looking to make a big display of cars, of mini cars, oops, you can use these car. Oops, okay. This clearly I didn't push this all the way through. Oops. Ah. Once again, if you're a streamer, you have to hold this up for the camera, so I'm not on a flat surface. Alright, I think the axle has more to go. Yep, that was my bad. Not enough emphasis, I guess. Okay. I'm not sure how far out these are supposed to go, but it doesn't look too bad. Then you can include your micro build in your city builds. Yeah, that would be great. Then it'd be like a little nostalgia in there. Little Easter egg nostalgia. Like, what is that restaurant? That's where Max works. When he's not working on his Micropolis builds. he's working at the restaurant. That's a great idea, PT. Okay. Oh, I see. See, these don't go all the way around. So I guess you can stagger them any way you like. I guess if you want to center them, you can center them. Because it's the outer edge. Yeah, I guess centered would be better. I don't know, Tiro, what you did, if you centered them or if you left them a little off, but that's a nice little rose that we have here. Yeah, exactly, an Easter egg. Remember your micro build interview on the BBN. That's right, the BBN, which, by the way, so PT, you were asking about the LAN. So I was told from Tricky Bricks that if you're part of Tricky Lug, because they're in the LAN as an RLFM, that you can become, you can get the AFOL sticker. So theoretically, if that's true, there could be a BBN lug too, in addition to Tricky Lug. Have the BBN lug, where we come up with potential product ideas to share with Lego. In fact, you know what I should do is, in addition to mentioning about how they can repackage existing products and just train people on how to open them like trays instead of opening them with the push tabs, is I can say, by the way, you might want this to add to your collection. And design a vase, with a lot of translucent clear parts. Though I'm not really good at studio. I haven't really explored that. That was true on the AFOL sticker. Yeah, exactly. So Zach Martinez is already part of Tricky Lug, but somebody like a Zach Martinez who happens to be in a location that's not near a Lego store, or maybe near a Lego store but not near a lug, that person could be part of the BBN lug. So maybe we have a BBN lug or BBN lock. So here are our roses. Here, let me zoom out a little bit, because you can see the size based on my hand. So you can see it fits in the palm of my hand pretty well. One of these and two of these. And just to compare it to a tulip, you can see they're quite a bit bigger than the tulip. Yeah, I don't have a big following, not like Tricky Bricks, but you never know. Maybe in the future, if people want to get a sticker, and you could say you're part of the BBN. Okay, so now I think we have a stem to work on, or two stems, because it looks like all we have now are some green pieces, plus we have some thorn pieces too, those little horns. Actually, we have these guys too. So it's really interesting how they incorporated all of this in here. Okay, so I am looking at this. I'm wondering, do they want it on the outside or on this inside piece? Because it almost looks like it would look better here. Alright, I'm going to roll with that. In fact, I'll do one on each. So we'll do this one on this middle one. Oops. And then the other one we'll do on the bottom. See if it makes a difference. Oh, gee. Oh, I see. The axle's in the way. I might have to reassess this, but might have to shift things down a little. Okay, well, we'll see how it looks. It's Lego. It can go back. Yeah, actually, I think maybe they wanted it on this level here. That might be better. That way it doesn't mess with the contour of the rose petals. You have a small but loyal band of customers. Yeah, I do. Thank you. And you have all have been very encouraging. And for those of you who missed it, Sue Ann Barber gave me a really big pep talk at the last Sort Lug meeting, because we were talking about whether or not I'll make it on the land or not, and she really gave me a really nice pep talk. You could do BBN Lug, okay? The true and the faithful. Thank you. Well, I'm glad you find value in these. Yeah, I think definitely the bottom is how this is meant to look. Just looking at that. Well, I was mentioning to Sue Ann about how I think one of the things I bring value to the table for Lego is the fact that I focus on, affordability. And that's one of the things I put on my application. I said, a lot of different streamers, they are focused more on, the big sets. And not everybody can afford to drop $300 once a month, on Lego. Because that's kind of what it's coming out to, right? I wonder, will that fit right there? Oh, not really. Okay. That's the one thing I'm having a problem with, is that piece to kind of make it symmetrical. But, okay, it is what it is. And I think one of the pieces that may have dropped is one of those teeth. Let me see if I find it. It's like, I see all kinds of things dropping. Alright, that's different. Let me just make sure I didn't. I don't see it here, but I may have an extra. Oh, wait a minute. It's right here. That was Cornado's line. Trust in the brick. Trust in the brick, Bricknisa. Which, by the way, we have a new phrase I wanted to announce. And that is, we were talking about Debo yesterday. And we were talking about brick it good. And so Debo says he doesn't want it. So it's like, okay, we're going to take it. We're going to take it for the BBN. So you're going to brick it good. And of course you got to have the Devo soundtrack behind it. Small and mighty. All heck yes. That's right. You introduce some cool smaller sets that are overlooked, but way cool. Yeah, exactly. And this is nice. I mean, and like I said, this one is hard to find. So, you know, Zach, if you're going to be going to the Lego store, especially for botanicals, you should get some of these. These are awesome. Now you have pretty much banned myself from buying more Lego. Yeah, for the rest of the year. Yeah. Yes, it's been a hard with bandmates too. Yeah, they've been discounting a lot of the bandmate sets too. Now see, those look nice, right? Those roses. Okay, so we've got those done. All right, now the stems. Okay, now we get some stem action going on here. And remember, we have this axle already from the red. And it looks like, before we do that, here, I'll zoom in again. Yeah, so going back to Sue-Ann, she spent a lot of time on the Sort Lug call, just talking about, you know, some of the things that I bring to the table that other lands don't do. And, or I shouldn't say lands, other ambassadors or RLFMs don't do. So look at that. Look at that. Even just like a little boutonniere, you can make that as a small boutonniere that you can wear. You mean the new video bandmates that released last month? Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't think we have those yet in the United States. I'm not sure if we've seen those. Because you're in Finland. You may have them before we do. You got everything except, oh, the, was it the Slime Singer? Am I not reading that right? No, it says Slime Singer. Excuse me, but I'd like to have a slime singer, please. Okay, so there is a bit of tension here. You do have to wedge it in until it clicks, but those are really, really sweet. And I think we're going to be adding some thorns soon. Roses, which, by the way, it's too bad Alexander 23 isn't here because he's a master gardener. But, uh-oh, did my down camera just die? Okay, we're back. He knows that roses can be very, very finicky, and you've got to be very attentive to them for them to grow well. He has his own line of blueberries that he has been cultivating over the years in North Carolina. So we were talking about that. He's quite an interesting character. And as you know, he gifted me a lot of pirate parts in the last stream on Saturday. I mean, he's super generous too. But he says he has all these bulk buys that he gets. That's what the fig is called? Okay, the Slime Singer. Okay. Hey, you know, they must have done focus groups or something. Said, what should we call this? Oh, call it the Slime Singer. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so these thorns are gonna go, I guess, in here. Okay. Yep, so... yeah, Lego thought of everything, even with the thorns. Though I guess technically there are breeds of roses where you don't have thorns, the thornless roses. So you don't have to put these in. You even have the part number, the Slime Singer. Okay. Well, I love the colors of the bandmates. I think what's kind of sad about the bandmates... uh-oh. Did I put that on the wrong one? Hold up. Oh, okay. I overthought this. One of these has the thorns here. So this was supposed to go here. My bad. My bad. Like I said, I think too much sometimes when I'm streaming. There we go. So we have one with thorns, one without the thorns at the top. And I think maybe there might be more thorns coming later. Okay, so that, yeah, so here's the photo, just so you know. Like I said, all this time you've been doing doubles of everything. He does look like slime. Okay. I trust you. I trust you. I'm not going to dispute the accuracy of the description. Ooh, now here's an interesting piece. I don't think I've ever seen this piece. Check that out. That is a Technic pin in the middle and 4 clips going all the way around. That's dope. That is totally dope. And apparently we get to put that on both of these. So, wonder what is going to be attached to those. That's a cool piece. So yeah. Yeah, sometimes, you know, I build these sets and you discover just elements that you think, oh wow, I need to get some of those. So if you're looking for more of those clips, bricks and pieces, I might have to order some of those. In fact, here's another thing to keep in mind. If you are gonna order from Bricks and Pieces, I've been told you better order before November 15th because it gets super busy around the holidays. Okay, good night, PT. Have a good night. Good to see you. Take care. Yeah. Yeah, PT has always been a really good supporter too. Yeah, because when I first started Thrifty Thursdays, he said even though it's late, that he really likes watching because I highlight some of these sets that are often overlooked. So thank you, PT. Like one of the sets that was a surprise to me was that Black Panther set with the 3 minifigs and the was that spaceship. That was cool. That was super cool. Okay, I think I'm up to 3. Glad we sorted the slime business out. Yeah. You got some yellow frictionless pins in a city set today. Ooh. Which city set did you buy? See, I don't know. Some of the city sets are really good deals too. Uh-oh. I'm wondering if I put too many on this other one. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think I put too many on here. Okay, so I think we got 5 and 5 now, right there. And I guess these are gonna attach to this. It looks like I'm gonna need to take a wider angle. Let's do that. That's pretty good. So yeah, this is, like I said, and if let me check the box theory. Okay, so if you're on a plane and you're making these, and then will this fit in the box intact? It will not. However, if you package it with a bag, like somebody said, a Ziploc bag, or better yet, a pull string bag that will fit the whole thing, you got your travel kit, right? But you could build most of this, or maybe just make it one of these shorter, right? Let's see what happens if we do this just one stem shorter. Will it still fit in the box? See, I'm doing this product design for Lego Live. That's pretty darn close. That's not too bad. If they make a deeper box, take one of these out, so you're saving some money there. That'll make up for the bag that you put in there. And then, yeah, so when they get off the plane, they can either put it in the bag and toss the box, or they just, you know, if they make the box just slightly deeper, then they could close it up, and there you go. So there you go, Lego. I could tell them, here, take a look at this YouTube set, and this will explain to you what you can do already for your travel sets. Here's one, you can say the rose set, the travel rose set. Looking for that special gift for your loved one when you land, give them a hand-built Lego rose that you built on the plane on the way over. I don't know. That's probably not the best ad copy, but you know where I'm going with this. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm missing an axle here. But once again, missed opportunity, Lego. You need a vase. Because let's go back to, before I do this though, I have to put some leaves on. Because you're going, what about the clips, Brickanista? Remember those cool clips? What about those? Well, we have some of these coming up. So don't worry. Do not be alarmed. We have not forgotten. Oh, the lion turp and the lazy car build is what you call that set. Oh. 60301. Okay. How much is that retail? Does that count for a Thrifty Thursday episode? Okay, so these, I don't think I've seen these pieces before. I don't know, they kind of look like car hoods in a way, but these go on opposite sides of the clips. And I guess you can arrange them either pointing down or pointing up, you know, to make it not look so symmetrical. So that is adorable. Adorable. You needed lerps. The little ugly rock pieces, for those of you who don't know what a lerp is. Okay, I think this completes it. There we go. So we have a couple roses here, one with thorns, one without. And then let's go back to our pick-a-brick cup. Since we don't have a vase, we can say, yeah, buy a pick-a-brick cup. And you can put these in the pick-a-brick cup. I think if I move these up, oops, wait a minute, maybe I need to move them down. Yeah, I don't think a pick-a-brick cup is the ideal presentation. If you're going to present this to somebody, what would be the best way to do it? Like I said, maybe one of those drawstring bags. That would be nice. Put one of those, you know, well, the price of a velvet one would be too expensive, but they could probably find some fabric that wouldn't be too expensive that they could market with this. But this will fit in a pick-a-brick cup like this. I don't think I can get any wider than this as far as my camera angle, but you get the idea. So pick-a-brick cup. Oh yeah, the baby lion, of course. That new snake with the brown markings. Ooh, that's right. You got it for 30 with the VIP points. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so we have done, in fact, let me take this out of the pick-a-brick cup so you can see. So we did the tulips, which you get 3 in these 3 nice colors. The lavender, the butter yellow, and the white. And then we have the roses. Beautiful. And we only have a few leftover pieces, so this is another way you can tell if you have missed a step or not. You have a thorn and a dark, yeah, that dark forest green stud. Lego should just make a pick-a-brick cup an official Lego piece. Done. Yeah, well, maybe they should make these cups fully translucent. I mean, right now they have the dots here, right, that are translucent. If they just make the pick-a-brick cup Or maybe they put a Lego logo on it and just make it translucent with the Lego logo, and then that cup could be double used as a vase or as a pick-a-brick cup. See these great product ideas we're giving to Lego? I should be on the payroll. Like I said, product design. You already have these designs. You could definitely put together a vase for probably around the same price point. $10, $10 to $15 for a vase, and then you could put all of these together. See? I mean, or you can use a pick-a-brick cup like I have here, and then hand it over. How about asking them for the bouquet? Yeah, the bouquet could use one too. And my bouquet, in fact, I'm looking at it. I probably should have brought it over for the stream. But my bouquet is in a vase that's about this height, but it's got a narrower bottom here, and it's got a scalloped edge. So, you know, they could probably just retrofit a pick-a-brick cup, put Lego on the side, and maybe make, I don't know, some fancy edging on the plastic. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud right here. But, yeah. In payroll. Paid in Lego. Well, I guess if you're in the land, you are kind of paid in Lego, right? But you don't get that for free. You got to promote their products, right? Okay. Okay, my friends. So this was a fun little stream. As I mentioned, we worked on flowers today. And since this is Thrifty Thursday, normally I would do one of these because it's $20 or less, but each one is $20 or less. If you have both, it would set you back about, let's see, this is $9.99 and this one's $12.99, so it would set you back about, what, $23. That's not too bad. And then, like I said, if Lego came out with the vase, that was about $10 to $15. You could build that too and put the flowers in the vase. Just saying. But Lego exclusives, so you can only get them at the Lego store or lego.com. And the roses specifically have been very, very hard to come by. So if you are looking for just a fun little build, and with, you know, with the holidays coming about, and a lot of people use green and red, look at that. Green and red. Just saying. This has one of the major holidays screaming at you. Okay, take care, Max. Thanks for stopping by. You really liking those roses? Yeah, I wish you could find them. Yeah. Well, I mean, you could try bricks and minifigs, but it may take you a while to get them. Honestly, what I would do is you might even call a Lego store and see if you can buy them and have them ship it, because you can't get them online. And I know that the Seattle store took forever to get them, so I may get a few more of these because these are a hot commodity and they're only $12.99. So if there are more, I might, you know, be able to get those. So yeah. So Zach, if you're going to the Lego store, in fact, call ahead. Here's my other advice to you. Call ahead, find out when they get their shipments, and then ask them if they have the roses and if they'll set them aside for you, because these are really hard to find right now. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, I've been so excited today because the other thing, which is kind of unrelated to Lego, is that I had spent the last 7 or 8 hours in Tai Chi training. So some of you may know that I was a Tai Chi instructor when I was over in California, and because of COVID, I let my certification lapse, but they had a training today, and the timing worked out really well, and so I said, okay, I'm going to pull the gun on this. So I'm going to be certified, hopefully by next week, because I do have one more step that I need to finish, but I'm super excited about it because I just feel better. I went through like 7 hours of doing Tai Chi, and I just feel great. So once again, Lego boxes, open them like trays. Don't use the push tab. I know Max is gone, but something to think about. This particular one, they did not give you that option just because of the design of the box. So they designed the box with the tape going over the edges. So if they had designed the box like a tray as well, this could also qualify to be another one that could easily travel. So there you go, Lego. Some free advice, some free product advice for you if you decide to go that route. And PT I know is gone, but I will send, in fact, I'll put this on the Discord server so that if you want to see this ad from Lego where they're asking AFOLs who like to travel, you know, what kinds of ideas that they might have, that if you want to be a designer, you've had chai tea. Okay. Well, I want to just say that I really appreciate everybody's support of this channel. And like you said, you're regulars and you come by and you keep encouraging me. That means so much. And the other thing that I'm going to experiment with, I mentioned last Saturday, I did a community stream on YouTube for the first time. I may be starting something instead of on Patreon on a group called locals.com. And I'm checking it out right now, and I may be doing that maybe later in the month or maybe January 1st, where there might be an opportunity to be able to work on a live stream, but on locals.com. And then once that recording is done, it can go onto YouTube later. So in other words, it'd be like a behind the scenes type of thing, or a pre-build so that you could see the build before it goes on YouTube. So something to think about. I'm still doing some research, but I just wanted to let you know Saturdays might change in the future. But for now, I'm still experimenting with the format for Saturdays. But Thursdays, we're still keeping Thursdays as the Thrifty Thursdays. Saturday, I might do another community stream. I'm still thinking about the format. And then Sunday, we have another mock improv. And we have Alexander 23 confirmed. We have Remy Baker confirmed. I'm hoping Sue Ann Barber will be able to make it from Australia. I'm still in conversations with her right now. But just really wanted to tell you that mock improv is coming back. We try to do it once a month, either the first Sunday or the second Sunday of the month. So, oh, fun stream tonight? Oh, thank you, Zach. I appreciate that. Yeah, chai tea sounds nice right about now. Yeah. Yeah, the other thing I've been into is turmeric lattes. And I had ordered some, but they were out of stock. So I may need to figure out how to make that on my own. Oh no, the Zoom bomber is back, or the YouTube bomber is back. So great to see you all. Have a good night. Yeah, Cornado, if you can take care of that webcam person. They showed up last time too. I don't know how we can ban them permanently, but anyway. So anyway, thank you again, everybody. Really appreciate it. Glad to hear you're feeling better, Cornado. It's great to have you back. Zach, thank you for hanging out. PT McEwen, I know you're gone. Max, I know you're gone. Doc, if you're still here, thank you so much for hanging out. Taro, Knutnen, so good to see you. I don't think we saw Technician 0990, but just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for just hanging out and enjoying the stream. And like I said, if you're looking for a gift that's cheap, $9.99, or for a parts pack, this is really cool. And then these are hard to get, so $12.99 only from the Lego store, because Lego.com is now back ordered. So I think if you happen to see them at your Lego store, in fact, I may go back to my Lego store and get another one or two of these. So anyway, take care, everybody. Thank you, and I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for all your encouragement, and I should know by November 15th if I make it into the land. But anyway, take care, and may the clutch be with you. Oh, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care. Bye.